guys, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully it's not too noisy outside. Really annoying that some workmen are working while I'm trying to film. How rude. Quick little update. I've got Invisalign. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I'm wearing these Invisalign for 19 weeks just to straighten out all my teeth. So if I'm talking a little bit weird and I look a bit like the guy out of James Bond with the metal teeth, then I'm sorry. Hopefully I sound alright, hopefully I look alright, hopefully they're not too noticeable. But let's just try and ignore them for now. So, IVF update. I went along to my scan on Monday and the follicles had grown to a really good size. Everything was positive. Then she came back and said, right, your transfer is going to be next week. I was like, what? So I was expecting it to be end of February, end of January, beginning of February. So I was quite taken aback when she said, right, you're coming in next week. Now, it was a bit of a shock. I felt excited, but I'm also feeling really nervous. It's our last go with these frozen embryos on the NHS, and because we're choosing to put the 2 in that Geraldine, the embryologist expert, recommended, that will only leave us with one quite poor quality one if for whatever reason this doesn't work. But I'm trying to think really positive. I'm trying to think it is going to work. Both are going back in, so we'll see. It could end up with no pregnancy, it could end up with a single pregnancy, or it could end up in twins. Who knows? Keep me in your thoughts, guys. So the bad thing is, when I came out, I suddenly realised my husband's not going to be here. So he's actually going away to America to a golf event for a week. So I was really upset about that. I'm not going to lie. Came home, had a little cry. Something like the actual transfer itself is quite a poignant moment in your journey. And the fact that he's not going to be there when he's been there with me for the last 2 did really upset me. I was quite angry as well with the whole timing of it. But then I spoke to some of my friends and family, and I know it'll all be fine. I'm not one to ask for help. I'm terrible at it. I'm very self-sufficient. I look after myself. I'm quite a strong person. I don't like anyone doing anything for me. Bit of a control freak, if you like. So I'm not very good at letting people look after me, but with my husband, obviously I don't mind because he's my husband and we look after each other. So my dad's going to come with me, bless him. I'm sure there's a million things he'd rather be doing than going with his daughter to have an embryo transfer. But he's a star, we're really close, so he's going to take me. And then when I get back, I think my best friend's going to come around and stay with me just during that evening, so I'm not on my own. And then Chris will be back the following week. So yeah, not great timing, but like my friend said, I've got to trust the timing. I've got to believe that this is the right time, that this is all going to be happening and everything happens for a reason and it'll all be fine. So I'm going in next week, and the process at the moment that I'm doing is the things that I've got here. So I'm not really a big believer in all the midwife, like old wives' tales and all of that, but some midwives back it up, some don't. There's lots of research to say it does work, there's lots of research to say it doesn't work. But the whole pineapple thing. So apparently pineapple is really good. It's got lots of health benefits to it, but it's particularly good to help your womb lining and everything just implant a little bit better. It makes it more sticky, apparently. So the core is the key bit though. So if you follow anyone on an IVF journey, you sometimes see them wearing like little pineapple pins, or they have like pineapple kind of like ornaments and things, because it's quite, it does signify IVF, a pineapple. But you never knew that. But it's not speed food. It's not speed food, but I'm going to have it anyway. Now the other thing that people believe in that can help is pomegranate juice. So apparently that helps as well for the embryo to stick. So this was on offer and it was £1 in Sainsbury's, but I made sure I got the no added sugar one. It's got vitamin A, C, D and E in, and it's made with a bit of sweetener. So I'm going to have that. I need to work out the sins. It's not going to be that high. It's 18 calories per 100 ml. So you're looking about 1 sin per 100 ml. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. I don't mind that. And then Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts have got selenium in, and they're very high in selenium. And selenium is also meant to help with implantation. So again, who knows if it works or not, but if you eat a couple of Brazil nuts a day before the transfer, then apparently that's meant to help as well. With the pineapple, the pomegranate juice and the Brazil nuts, I'm not sure if it's more about eating it pre-transfer, but do you carry on afterwards? Is it something you should do afterwards as well? Because I'm not too sure about that. So if you know, let me know. If not, I'll just have a Google. But in terms of how this fits in with Slimming World, you can have 5 as a healthy extra B. So, or you could choose to sin them, which would probably be about 6 sins. So I'm going to be doing those. Then I'm back to the delightful Cyclogest. So Cyclogest is basically a pessary, and I have talked about these before. So these have to be done morning and night, and they're that big, and they have to go where the sun is not meant to shine. So yeah, brilliant. Now the next thing I'm going to be taking is this blood thinner. So prednisolone, you take 1 of these a day, and this is basically like a baby aspirin. So they're called prednisolone. I don't want to get it too in focus because then you might see some of my hospital details or contact details. And then the last thing that I'm doing, which is new, is this, Inhixia. So Inhixia is a form of steroid, and these hurt a little. So the initial stimulation injections that I did, I was alright, it didn't really faze me. Last night I did my first one of these injections. I'm just going to show it you now. So if I just open one up, I can show you. These are pre-filled with the medication, and let me just get the lid off. So that's the size of the needle, but the needle is definitely thicker than the stims, and these stung like a bitch. So sorry to swear, but there's no other way of saying it. They hurt. Yeah, I don't like these ones. But it's once every night. It's not the end of the world. I haven't got to do it for long, just until my transfer. The best way to do these is to tip it upside down like that, to sit down and relax and grab like a bit of fat on your tummy, and try and grab it as hard as you can and keep it squeezed. Inject this and then take it out. Okay, don't rub it, don't touch it, because then it can cause bruising. And you alternate, you do it one side and then you do it on the other side. So yeah, try and do it a fair distance away from your belly button, so it needs to go like more to the side of you. But that's the new thing that I'm doing. I've not done these before. If you followed my other blogs or you followed my last YouTube video, you'll see that I'm being treated as if I've got natural killer cells. Haven't had the test, didn't bother with the test, saved my money, and I just went straight to having the drugs and paid for these. I got them from Asda, so it's a bit cheaper. So that's the update, guys. Who knows what my next video is going to be telling you. I have no idea. I am a bit gutted, like I said, that my husband's not going to be here, but it's just one of those things. Us women, we're strong. We can do it. We can do it on our own. But I'm not on my own, am I? Because I've got my friends, I've got my family, and I've got you guys. So the amount of supportive messages I get just blows my mind. The comments, the inboxes, the comments left under my videos, just everything. It just means so much. Because I have got 2 jobs, I'm a consultant and I'm also a manager, and I have all my social media channels. I really struggle sometimes to reply to everybody, but please know I read everything, and it really, really does mean a lot. So that's the update. Keep your fingers crossed for me next week, and hopefully my next video will be a happy, positive, good news video. So if you like my videos and you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. If you could give this video a quick thumbs up if you enjoy these types of story times, and if you know anybody going through IVF, you might want to tag them, or you might want to share this video with them, because it just might help them too. We're not on our own. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.